Fashion and jewelry brand founders. This video is on how to get new customers that buy full price from ads every day in 2025. To show you some 2025 results at the time of this recording, for example, in January 1st to January 14th, 2025, we spent 15.8K, 8.87 ROAS at 141K return for this fashion brand. And for this brand, same time frame, we spent 11.9K at a 3.27 ROAS at a 39K return. Now, the goal here is to show you the most efficient ad method to get new customers that buy full price every day to scale your fashion or jewelry brand's D2C sales. This is for you if your brand does 30 to 35K per month or more online in D2C sales and you want to scale it profitably, but your sales have been plateauing or declining and nothing seems to be working. Your competitors are doing way more sales than you. You know you can do it too, but you just don't know exactly how, or you're paying expensive agency fees, but they can't get you a profitable ROAS on cold traffic at top of funnel, so they just remarket or retarget at the middle and bottom of funnel more instead. They don't specialize in fashion and jewelry, or you just get tossed around to account managers who dilute information and don't know what they're talking about. Either way, you feel you need to make a change ASAP. Now, our background and track record. We've been scaling over 15 fashion and jewelry brands with what I'm going to show you for over 5 years. Here are some of the fashion brands we scale, like Nana Jacqueline, Nonchalant Label, New York Dress, JMP The Label, Stonefox Swim, Royal Codes, etc. Here are some of the jewelry brands we scale. Demarson, Misha Hawaii, Elizabeth Cole Jewelry, Deepa Gurnani, Closet Children, Six Ice, Sparkle Society, Ready Made Jewelry. And we have over 16 video testimonies from fashion and jewelry brand founders on their results and experience working with us. You can see all this below this video. Here are some testimonials. For example, from Nonchalant Label, this is what they said. From last year to this year, we're almost up 400%. Here's from Demarson. The last 6 months, we've doubled our ROAS and we've seen growth month over month. The most important part is it alleviated a lot of work and stress. I'm Brandon, one of the co-founders of Digiceptual. We specialize in scaling fashion and jewelry brands. Now, the state of the fashion and jewelry market. Inflation and general economic stress on consumers doesn't impact the market as much as people say. It has spiked due to events in 2020 to 2021, but fashion and jewelry is still one of the biggest markets in the world. On Shopify alone, fashion is still the #1 market. This means consumers are still spending and will continue to spend. It's not like the whole market crashed and suddenly everyone stopped spending money. It just means the market is more competitive because consumers are more picky with who they spend their money with. So anyone who blames inflation and economic stress for poor ad results is simply saying they don't know what they're doing and can't compete. Money is being spent somewhere, and if it's not with you, then it's with someone else. Next, AI technology is another shiny gimmick in fashion and jewelry. Big platforms like Meta are pushing AI ads. Many AI startups are claiming they can use AI models to make creatives and save money, but they all perform poorly compared to simpler creatives that we use. Consumers can instinctively tell what's fake and what's real in the market's current state with AI. This is like when UGC ads were buzzing in the market and people were preaching, you need UGC ads. Do they work? Yes, some do, but many don't. And if they do work, they don't last long, they don't scale, and they're costly to make if you want to test more. That's inefficient. UGC ads are overplayed and the market is tired of seeing it. It's just another shiny gimmick. And if these gimmicks are effective long term, we'd see LVMH use them, but they don't. And there's a reason for that. So how do you get new customers that buy full price from ads every day and scale your fashion or jewelry brand profitably in an even more competitive market? We use the bestseller ad method. There are 4 steps, and I will go into more detail on each after. You spend on average 96% of ad spend on top of funnel and 4% on middle and bottom of funnel, also known as MOF and BOF. You structure testing and scaling campaigns that flood new customers into your brand every day. You use simple images and videos of bestsellers that get people to click and want to buy without hurting the brand image. And I will show some real examples. And you send those people to the top 2 landing pages that convert new customers the most in fashion and jewelry. Step 1, the 96% 4% funnel. On average, 96% of the ad spend should be on top of funnel and 4% should be on middle and bottom of funnel. In order to get new customers every day and scale, you have to focus almost all ad spend on getting new customers. Ads are meant to get new customers, not retarget or remarket existing customers and existing audiences. Other marketing channels like email and SMS are meant for retargeting and remarketing existing customers and existing audiences. The lowest you should spend on TOF is 90%. Otherwise, you'll be retargeting or remarketing too much at MOF and BOF. The reason why most brands' sales plateau or decline, or they aren't scaling as fast as they want, is because they aren't spending enough at TOF. They are spending over 10% of their ad spend on MOF and BOF, which may get them a high ROAS, but they stay stuck because there isn't enough new sales volume coming in every day to drive growth. There are infinitely more people that don't know your brand, which are new customers, new audiences, compared to people who do, which are existing customers and existing audiences, which means that's where the growth is, right? Getting those people who don't know your brand to become new customers. Step 2, structure, testing, and scaling campaigns. The main ad platform we use is Meta because it's the best platform to get new customers for fashion and jewelry, plus it's our specialty. We ignore all other small ad platforms and just focus on the biggest ones because they have the most data and they consolidate competition. Whenever a small platform becomes popular and takes market share, Meta either buys them out like they did with Instagram, or take what makes them unique if they can't buy them out to take back market share. For example, Snapchat, it became Instagram Stories. TikTok, they launched Instagram Reels. X, or / Twitter, they launched a new platform called Threads. Now, let's talk about TOF creative testing campaigns. It's an ABO creative testing campaign. We go broad audience, plus any other countries you want to scale in. Each ad set has 3 ads, right? Creative testing is its own campaign. It should not mix with scaling campaigns. $100 to $200 a day per day in ad spend is the minimum for testing. Anything less won't get you enough data. 15 new ads minimum, so at least 5 new ad sets should be tested per week. Each ad set is a specific angle you are testing. So the ad sets are a mix of testing variations of your winning ads, testing new concepts or angles, and testing new types of ads. Most brands can't scale consistently because once they have a winning ad, they stop testing completely and just scale the winning ad. Then once it fatigues and daily sales plummet, they have to redo everything and hopefully find another winner. You always have the creative test even when you have winning ads. Here's why. 1, you always have new winning ads to scale. If any of your winning ads fatigue, you can immediately scale up new winning ads. If you want to scale more aggressively, you can also immediately scale new winning ads. All right, 2, you force Meta's algorithm into different segments of your market. Meta goes to different segments with different types of ads because certain people respond and buy to different types of ads. Some people buy from video ads, some people buy from carousel ads, some people buy from single image ads, etc. This way, you won't be capped out in any specific segment as you scale. Many brands get capped out because they are testing too many variations of a specific type of ad instead of testing different types of ads completely, a small but big difference. For example, if your winning ads are single image ads, it may make sense to keep making variations of them to keep scaling. However, Meta only sees all your ads as a single image ad, so it will just keep you in the single image audience segment instead of getting you into other untapped segments like the video segment. Also, creative testing campaigns should never be Advantage Plus campaigns, also known as ASC, because you give Meta too much control over the ads. The point of creative testing is to control the process and get specific results for you to understand what works and why. Then you use that understanding to make new creatives based on what works. If you let Meta control the process, you don't know what they did to get specific results, so you don't understand why it works. This defeats the purpose of testing because now you can't replicate success. Now, TOF audience testing campaigns. It's a simple ABO campaign with each ad set having one audience, or one ad set, one audience, one ad set, one audience, continue. Now, audiences are either an interest audience, lookalike audience, also known as LLA, or a Proxima audience if you use Proxima.ai. You don't need a minimum number of audiences to test per week, since creative testing is the most important out of the two. We personally like to test 10 to 15 audiences per week. Usually, we test lookalikes instead of interest because at this point, we know what interest audiences scale depending on the brand. Now, here are some proven audiences you can make lookalikes with, and we would like to test these ones. So people who purchased in the last 30, 60, 90, 180, 365 days, the top 25 purchases with the highest order value in the last 30, 60, 90, 180 days, 365 days. Remember, these are all individual audiences. Now, customers, all customers, the top 10% customers with highest lifetime value, and the top 25% customers with highest lifetime value. You just make 1%, 1%, 3%, 5%, 7%, and 10% lookalike audience of each of these audiences, right? Each of these. And these are the ones that are worth testing, and many of them convert well for us. Now, as for TOF scaling campaigns, you use a mix of ABO, ASC campaigns, and CBO campaigns to scale. ASC campaigns are used for scaling winning ads because at this point, you know what the winners are, and most importantly, why. Right? So this is where we can leverage ASC and let Meta help us scale. CBO scaling campaigns are a hedge against ASC campaigns because, again, ASC is where Meta has the most control of ads. So if something happens with ASC campaigns and sales plummet, but we don't know exactly why, right? Because Meta has the most control, you are safe with your CBO scaling campaigns since you have the most control over it. Now, let's break it down a bit. So the ASC scaling campaigns, some campaigns go to the website with no shop. That means not the Instagram shop. Some go to the shop. The shop is just traffic goes to the Instagram shop instead of the website. As of this moment, I think it's only available in the US. So you see, you can even try DPA ads. You see, now DPA ads are a type of ad that is commonly used for bottom of funnel. However, we found that it can also work as a TOF ad if the average order value is over $100. If your average order value is below $100, avoid using DPA ads at TOF. And also, we have one shop campaign on ASC with 5 ad sets on Advantage Plus. All right. Now, let's talk about the CBO scaling campaigns. Usually one ad set goes to the shop with 5 ad sets on Advantage Plus, but the rest it could be stacking winning audiences. So one campaign with the top 4 winning audiences in each ad set, 5 ad sets, and continue. In each ad set, you stack the top 4 audiences that convert in one ad set. The total audience size in each ad set should be over 50 million, so you have a big enough audience to scale in. You can mix different types of audiences together as long as the total audience size is over 50 million. A neat trick here is to duplicate the ad set with the same audiences and scale that way. 4 duplicates of the same ad set is a sweet spot that we found. So which means you have 5 ad sets total, kind of like here, right? So you have 5 ad sets, 5 ad sets, 5 ad sets. This is the campaign with the 5 ad sets, right? With the duplicates. Each ad set will scale in a different segment of the entire audience size because Meta never gives you the entire audience size. They only give you a segment of it. So if you have 5 ad sets, each of them can get different segments to scale in. And you could try more, but we found that 5 is the best, which is why you want the size to be over 50 million so you have enough room to scale in for each ad set. Otherwise, you will cap out quickly. Now, TOF audience exclusions. It's important that you add audience exclusions in your TOF campaigns, scaling campaigns specifically, because you want to force Meta to get you new customers, not retarget or remarket. Meta's algorithm isn't fully aligned with what you want. The algorithm tends to prioritize engagement and getting easy wins, which means they prioritize your existing customers and existing audiences. This is especially if you rely too much on ASC campaigns. If you rely too much on ASC campaigns and you don't have strict audience exclusions, your ASC campaigns are just retargeting campaigns in disguise. Of course, Meta doesn't tell you this because it's not in their best interest. So adding exclusions forces the algorithm to prioritize new customers instead of existing customers and existing audiences. So to do this, just go to business settings, advertising settings, audience segments to let Meta know what to categorize these audiences as. Then exclude them in your scaling campaigns. So for example, here is an example from a client of ours. We define existing customers to Meta, so here, as anyone who purchased in the last 180 days over here. Their entire customer list since the brand started this, which is labeled exclude this, and their entire email list, which is exclude this V2. Now we define engaged audience as the entire email list, since not all email subscribers are customers, and anyone who visited their website in the past 180 days. These are then excluded in all our TOF scaling campaigns. Now, MOF campaign. You have one MOF campaign with 3 ad sets. Ad set 1, anyone who visited the website in the past 180 days. Ad set 2, anyone who engaged on Facebook in the past year. Ad set 3, anyone who engaged on Instagram in the past year. Exclude people who purchased either 30, 60, or 90 days, or one of these. And this depends on the time it takes between the first and second order for your brand, right? So it's up to you. Now, BOF campaign. Simple ABO campaign where you retarget people who added to cart but didn't buy yet. Here's an example, right? BOF, new sales ad set. Just people who view or added to cart but not purchase, we can do 14 days. And here you just use ads showing customer reviews and DPA ads. Now, step 3, use bestseller creatives. You use simple images and videos of your best-selling products as creatives for the ads. And I will share why best-selling products specifically later. Fashion shows, high production shoots, and gimmicks like UGC ads don't scale. They are also expensive and a big time investment, which means you can't rapidly test them and find winners. Now, use these three types of ads. Use these three types of simple creatives: product only, lifestyle, and studio. These three types scale the longest, are the most profitable, and convert new customers every single day. They are also very quick and inexpensive to make, which means you can rapidly test and reiterate. Below are examples of these three types that we use that work. Here's a product only image. Here is a lifestyle image. Here is a studio image. Now here's a studio video, just to show you. So you see, you're just in a studio, modeling. Here is another one, another studio video, just to show you some examples. Right, studio, plain background, gray or white, full body shot, shows the whole outfit. Here's a GIF style. A GIF is just showing images quickly. These also work extremely well. Right, just like that. Now, the reason why most of your creatives are your best-selling products is because they already have demand in the market. Otherwise, they wouldn't be bestsellers. So you simply leverage that demand in your ads to get new customers. The fashion market is black and white. People either want your products or they don't. If most of your creatives aren't bestsellers, but your competitors' creatives are, their ads will outbid yours and capture most of the sales because they are showing what the market wants. The market is telling you what they want by buying your bestsellers. So you simply show them what they want and they will click and buy. Now, as for captions, just use one sentence that describes what your brand is about and what you offer. Captions don't make a big difference in conversions in fashion and jewelry because it's all about visuals. Step 4, you send traffic to the top 2 landing pages. The top 2 landing pages that convert new customers are homepage and bestseller page. It may seem counterintuitive to do this because logically, it makes sense to send people to specific product pages based on the ad, right? However, from extensive testing and results, these are the highest converting pages that scale, homepage and bestseller page. Above is a client example. You see we send cold traffic straight to the homepage, not a product page. So the summary and next steps. So all you have to do is spend on average 96% of ad spend on top of funnel and 4% on middle and bottom of funnel. Structure testing and scaling campaigns that flood new customers into your brand every day. Use simple images and videos of bestsellers that get people to click and want to buy without hurting your brand image. And you send these people to the top 2 landing pages that convert new customers the most in fashion and jewelry. That is exactly how to get new customers to buy full price from ads every day in 2025 with the bestseller ad method. Nothing fancy at all, just a method that works and gets results for over 5 years. Now, you can apply this method yourself, which can be challenging, time-consuming, and full of trial and error, or you can work with us. We'll apply it for you and get your results quicker without all the trial and error. All you have to do is provide us the raw images, the raw videos, and access to your ad account. We'll manage the entire funnel. We'll build, manage, and scale all the campaigns. We'll make the bestseller creatives with your raw files. New customers will be buying every single day from ads. Your sales won't plateau or decline. Your ROAS on cold traffic will be profitable at scale. You will communicate with us directly, the people who are actually running your ads. No random account managers are assigned to you. You will also get fashion and jewelry market insights and creative direction from us that will help your brand scale further. The bottom line is you won't worry about new customer acquisition ever again, so you can focus on other parts of your business. So if you want to work with us, book a call now by clicking the book a call button below this video. You'll speak to me, Brandon, personally, not a salesperson. The goal of the call is to see if we want to work together. Despite our extensive track record, we don't charge any upfront fees, and we work month to month, so no lock contracts, because we want to get results first and prove it out. And since this is how we work, our spots are limited. So book a call now if you're serious about working with us by clicking the book a call button below this video. This is only for you if your fashion or jewelry brand does at least 30 to 35K per month online in DTC sales, and you want to scale profitably, and you want new customers to buy full price every day from ads. If you want to do more research before booking, review over 16 fashion and jewelry brand founder testimonials on the results and experience working with us below. Just scroll down, you'll see plenty of them. And then book a call by clicking the book a call button on this page.